On October 6th, the world watched the Super Mario trailer with bated breath for the long-awaited reveal of the movie's titular character. With the project being surrounded by controversy, the trailer would undoubtedly be subject to even more scrutiny. After the pleasant surprise of Jack Black's Bowser, I'm not surprised he did a good job, I just forgot he was in this film, and Mario was spat out of the iconic green pipe, I was left with one lingering question. Why is his ass like that? Like, why does it look like that? And this wasn't the first time I had thought this. When this image appeared on my Twitter timeline, I had the same reaction. But I thought, oh, maybe it's a weird angle, weird lighting, maybe I'm being weird about this. I found myself reaching for my Switch, firing up Super Mario Odyssey, all to inspect Jumpman's rump. I'm sure it wasn't like this before. See, the great thing about Mario's video game design is that you never think about his ass. All you're thinking about is throwing your hat, jumping from mushroom to mushroom, saving your beloved Princess Peach. But when it comes to Mario's movie design, I am thinking about his ass. A lot. Too much. It's too human. You can see his individual butt cheeks. It looks so bony. Maybe the denim's too thin? It catches my eye every time in a way that I do not like. I guarantee if Mario had shown up in that trailer hauling an absolute cake, that would have been enough of a distraction from Chris Pratt's performance. Jumpman, more like Dump Truck Man. And this is totally going to affect the rest of my experience with this movie. Now I'm going to be thinking about everyone's asses. Luigi, Toad, this guy, Bowser's spiky behind. If Waluigi's in this movie, you bet I'm going to be thinking about that sweet, juicy ass. Oh yeah. Think about it all day. This is not the experience I was expecting to have. I haven't cared about movies since 2019, but I was like, following all of the discourse and like the discussion about this movie online. Can't really avoid it. And certainly, the thought of Mario's ass is something that cannot be avoided now. Illuminendo, why did you do this to me? And I get that if you don't want to reveal your main character's design right away in a teaser image, you have him face away from the camera. But I'm gonna be looking at his butt. You brought this upon yourself, honestly. Mario is what we here on the internet call a little guy. Sometimes he's even littler. An important factor to Mario's little guy status is his roundness. This is essential to Mario's character. He bounces all over the Mushroom Kingdom like he's made of rubber. I imagine if you punch him in the face, it'll absorb for a second, like in the Looney Tunes or something, and then it'll bounce back and you'll go flying and crash into a wall and you'll lose one heart. But my point is, the roundness gives a character cuteness and helps in the suspension of disbelief that this guy could survive this. And to be fair, Mario hasn't always been round, but even when he's entirely two-dimensional, his ass never becomes part of the equation. I guess for the movie they stretched him out slightly and went with more guy than little, which is fine. He's still pretty cute and small. And to be fair, I think the rest of Mario's design is appealing. He looks pretty good and exceeded my already low expectations. And yet, this problem persists. I cannot stop thinking about Mario's ass. Now, at first I thought it was because it was too flat or didn't fit in with the rest of his design, but he's sported a flat keister before. The difference is that there's absolutely no detail in this lump. He almost looks like he's made out of plastic, or whatever candy corn is made out of. Not a creature of flesh and blood. This is no bulbous bouncing boy. This guy has bones. It's impossible for me to say how much thought went into the design of Mario's ass. Perhaps Nintendo learned from their mistakes, and was trying to avoid something akin to the Luigi Bulge debacle of 2018. But what's next? You gonna deflate Kirby? You gonna pop him with a pin? I don't want to think about Mario's ass anymore, just like I don't want to think about how he has teeth, individual teeth. Ah! Never before have I been forced to think about how there is no bathroom on the Odyssey. Where does he go? He's not supposed to have bones or bodily functions. He's supposed to be a spongy, plumber-shaped character, like a living plush doll. Mario should have more in common with the mushrooms than he should with me, a normally proportioned human being. I cannot get this out of my head. I'm gonna be thinking about it the entire time I watch this damn movie. And now you will be too. Every time he turns around, you'll be thinking of Mario's ass. And me, probably. Because I cursed you with this knowledge. There is a possibility that this is all I will be remembered for. I've made peace with that. I am here to get people to think. I think I've done my duty. Rhymes with booty.
Oh, no!
Thank you for watching. This is just a silly little video. I was yet again sick, so I couldn't get it out immediately. Also, I have work, which is the biggest bummer of ever. High five, Kenneth. Can't see him, he's off. Only his hand is in frame. Can you tell I've gone off script? Shout out to my patrons who are lovely. I love all of them at every tier. I am so grateful that I have them. And if you would like to become one, you can check out the link in the description. I don't know what I'm doing with this rocking back and forth thing. Yeah, and I will see you in the next one. Double thumbs up, finger guns, high five. Hashtag give Mario his ass back. Alright, time to shout out my lovely top tier patrons. Okay, maybe we'll do it backwards this time. So we'll go Stephen Graham, C Pineapple 123, Icky, Frederick Viberg Vorhog, and Robin. Thank you. Oh wait, no, high five. I'm gonna do that every time. He bounces all over the sorry, Kenneth. Perhaps Nintendo learned from their mistakes and was trying to fuck. Oh, what? No, they're not trying to fuck. That's the opposite of what they're trying to do. How does this line go? Also, if you don't think butts are funny, you can get the hell off my channel. Unsubscribe. Sorry, I was thinking about Mario's ass. It's partially a bit, but it is also like every time I think about his ass, it just weirds me out. Every time he turns around, I'll be there. No. I should try to ad-lib in this video. That would have been enough to distract from Chris Rat's... I keep wanting to say Chris Rat. He's a rat. He's a little guy. That would have been enough to distract from Chris... I can't say his name. He's cursed me. After the world has been disparaging him and roasting him for his performance, I have broke the camel's back. I am the final straw. And now I cannot utter a word against him. It's just gonna have to be Chris Rat.